Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, where today I'm gonna do a real quick pre-series announcement video, just real quickly about the scoring sheet results for the scoring sheet of the week between the dates of October 17th through October 24th of 2023. That sounded kind of weird the way I said that, but let me just go and say, guys, the scoring sheet for the entire week that I did, I believe last week or something like that, really didn't have much in terms of results. I mean, you can clearly see that if you just look at the date on the screen, or not the date, but the actual results on the screen. There wasn't many winners and there wasn't many losers. It was just about, well, one or two Evos winning and one or two Evos losing. There ain't, and a lot of the scoring sheet results I've been giving out, there's usually like maybe one or two winners, but then there's like 4, 5, or 6 Evos or something like that that got tied for the losing spot. This one, no, there was only 2. And if you actually look at it and look at the order of the Evos, you will notice something. The oldest and the very first Evo you get in the game, and the most recent one they added about a year ago, is actually it's just kind of weird how it ends up like this. I forgot to put a number like a flippin' moron. Hold on a minute. I cannot believe I forgot to do this crap. Let me do this real quickly. Dang it. Okay, frickin', hold on a second. Right here. I meant to put this down before I've forgotten. Well, there we go. That was very terrible how I did that. I said it way too flippin' late. But, anyway. Let me go and say this real quick, guys. The scoring sheet results for the week was not that big of a deal. It really wasn't. Well, I say not that big of a deal, and I messed up the fucking words again. No. But the actual scoring sheet results were not the biggest deal in the world itself, because we didn't have as many results as we normally would do. We usually have a lot more results than we usually do, but we just didn't have much this time. I'm not going to spend that long time about this, guys, so I can actually get into the video and thing I'm doing. And hopefully I'll end up being in a better mood than when I was the last time I did a video when it came to this series. Because the last time I did a video on this series anyway, I was in a terrible mood. Hopefully this time I won't be in as bad of one. But, real quickly, let me go and say this. The winners and losers, as you can clearly see on the screen, the winner had a ton of points up here. If you can just look at the Evo and the number, you would notice that instantly. And the losers, didn't have much at all. The winner for the scoring sheet of the week, this one right here, is the Poisonous Evo. Probably one of my second favorite Evos in the game besides the Virus Evo. It got 9 points. Although if you remember, guys, this may be a little bit off because there was a few times where I think I miscounted how many times I used him. So I may have screwed myself, and this may not be completely the right results. But from what I did count apparently on here, it's 9. But unfortunately, that leaves, ironically, let's see if I can show you without giving away the results for anything else. I would not be able to do it, but that leaves, yeah, see what I mean? That leaves the original Evo, which again is the very first Evo you unlock in the game, and the Evo or the most recent one they added to be the Big Old Losers. As you can see, both of them had the number 1 as their number. I know it may not seem like that much, guys, but like I said, I just needed to give away these results. That way I can actually get this piece of paper out of the way. This has been sitting here for probably about more than a week now. So, getting rid of this piece of paper would probably be a really good thing. Although, remember guys, we still got another scoring sheet to worry about, which is this one. This is the one that we're going to be using today. It ain't going to end until November 7th of 2023. It's only November 3rd, as you can see right here. So, 4 more days of that scoring sheet, and I'll eventually give away the results to it too. But again, if the results are right, the winner, again, was the Poisonous Evo with a total of 9, and the losers was the original Evo and the Flame Evo with only 1. So, yeah. There is also real quickly one more thing I want to go ahead and mention before I actually go and get started, and that's about actually some new challenges. However, before I do, I want to see if I can get this in the trash. I highly doubt I'm going to make it from here, but I'm going to try it. This could be a bad idea, especially since if I do miss, I'm going to have to go pick it up. But let's see if I can make it in here from my seat. Come on, get in the trash can. Did it go in or did it bounce behind it? I couldn't tell. Let me real quickly check. It went in. It ain't behind it. Yeah, there it is. Wow, it actually went in. I'll be darned. Alright. So, surprisingly enough, that thing went in. However, guys, before I actually end off this video, there's one more thing I want to go ahead and quickly mention. I'll leave the scoring sheet results on here while I talk about this, since it shouldn't take that long. The only thing I want to go and let you know is that just a while ago, I had like 2, 3, or 4 different challenges. I've already kind of forgotten what most of those challenges were because my brain's a flippin' idiot. But I will tell you one of them. And one of them is that one I'm going to discuss is very difficult to win. Actually, I can tell you 2 of them. The 2 I'm going to tell you about is ironically about Castle Crush. And, well, let's just say it's not going to be easy. One of the challenges says the following. That what I have to do in Castle Crush is I have to play 5 games of it. However, here's the thing. You guys know that in Castle Crush, I lose my marbles extremely easily. I will go, if one thing goes wrong for me, I start saying nasty things right then and there. Well, there's a challenge about that now. The challenge is, if I can go 5 games without saying one nasty word towards anyone, I will actually be allowed to pick whatever Evo I want for all of the sessions in EvoPop for the entire session I do for a video. For those that don't understand what that means, a session being how many videos I do in a day of the series. Like, for example, May for this it would be since the next video is 734, maybe part 734 to 740, you know, that sort of thing. I don't know if I'll be going that long, but you know what I mean. Basically, from them entire videos, I will get the choice to pick whatever Evo I want for every single set. Even if we have 10 different sets, I get to choose what Evo I want. However, lose and the Let's Mostly Play EvoPop is basically over. Because if I say one nasty thing in those 5 games, well, I cannot play Evopop at all for the rest of the session. And this ain't a rule yet, but if I cannot keep my temper in check during those 5 games, there may end up starting to be a law to where if I keep saying nasty stuff, Castle Crush will also be included in that, meaning that I won't be allowed to play Evopop or Castle Crush for an entire session. And you guys know how hard that is. As much as I get angry at Castle Crush, I still cannot stand actually not being able to play it. But whatever. Let me also go. I don't really say because I don't want to complete every challenge, but there is another one I want to go and let you know about, and it's another Castle Crush challenge. But this one being extremely difficult, but can be extremely beneficial if won. What I have to do for another challenge is I need to be a troop's guardian angel. What that means is, guys, I've got to pick one troop that I want to help me in Castle Crush. And kind of like Toadal, they'll be standing they will be helping me throughout the entirety of the time that I need them. It's like Toadal's challenge where he'll help me as much as he can until I beat the route map and all that stuff. That's kind of what this challenge is all about. What I have to do is I have to pick one troop that I need to keep protected for 10 games. Basically, guys, the actual challenge says that in order for me to get their help, I have to be their guardian angel first. Meaning that if I can pick a troop that I really like, or pick a troop in general, and protect that troop for the entirety of those 10 games without them going down or getting screwed over, they will help me in return. Let me go ahead and make it clear, guys. If a troop goes down, but I have the Necromancer to keep him alive, that does not count. However, if the Necromancer or the Resurrection spell does not work, or the Necromancer actually goes down, and the troop that I need to protect is completely out of the game, well, that's it. No matter what game I'm in, I don't get the protection. Now here's the thing, there is no downside to this challenge, but the upside is extremely good. And basically, guys, if you can go an entire 10 games without your troop, or the troop you picked, going down, they will help you forever until I can re-get Toadal's help. In fact, there might be a law to where if I can do that, I might add 5 extra protections for Toadal and 5 extra protections, meaning the protection lock challenges. Because I did it for 10 games, 5 of each. So, yeah, guys, like I said, there's no downside to doing it or to losing. They just won't help you. And now, keep note, guys, I can pick any troop I want for this. However, it's very ideal that I go with somebody that's easier to keep alive. However, no troop is easy to keep alive in that game because everybody wants to use Necromancer. The Feel My Curse Lady, rushing strategies, something that can cause you annoyance and pain. It's hard to understand, guys. Just think of it. I'll give you shorter terms. For the challenge to work, I have to protect a troop that I want for 10 games. Do that, and don't act like Toadal until I get Toadal's help. Here's the thing, guys. If I have Toadal's help and I actually beat the challenge, then they just protect me from everything. no matter how many punishments or no matter what punishment I land on, the troop that I helped will keep me from having to deal with that punishment, no matter what the punishment is. There'll probably be a similar challenge later on where I pick a certain troop from a list of troops, but those troops have different beneficial effects. Now, I'm not going into details about that yet because I don't know completely the details about it myself. I'll have to think about how that challenge can work to make sense. But there might be a challenge similar to that one, but depending on what troop you save over the list, you get a different beneficial effect. Like I said, though, guys, I'll have to go through the list and figure out what would make sense. Because if you think about it, there are certain troops that could help with multiple things. Like, for example, the challenge where my spells are frozen for 45 seconds and I can't use them. If you honestly think about it, there's at least two troops that could help you with that. The dragon and the phoenix, because they could melt the ice. But it's the same thing for the giant cockroach challenge, or even just the regular cockroach challenge, where they can just burn the cockroach alive, and, well, it's non-existent. So, yeah. So, like I said, I'll have to find the different. If I want to do a challenge like that, I'll have to find the different beneficial effects to each troop that I'm thinking about putting on the list. But for the time being, understand that, well, the two challenges I'll let you know about are two of the newer challenges. I think there's also 1, 2, or 3 extra challenges I didn't tell you about. But like I said, I've already forgotten what those challenges were. So, yeah. But other than that, guys, that really is about it. I may end up starting to reward myself. Excuse me. I may end up starting to reward myself for not saying anything nasty on YouTube. I'm trying to get better about doing it, but maybe if I can start doing it, maybe I'll figure out a way to reward myself for the hard work. I kind of have an idea of a punishment in mind for me not being able to say it, but the idea I'm having is probably one of the worst ideas in human history for me, and I'll end up being very broke. Like I said, I don't know completely yet. It'll probably be a few minutes or so before I start the actual video, but understand that in just a few minutes, guys, we will be beginning the next part 2 Evo Pop. I'll see. Let me go on to let you know the championship is now over. I got first place, and I actually got some gems. However, not enough gems to actually upgrade something I actually want right now. I only have one more upgrade to the merging artifact. However, I'm not really gonna worry about it. I might still do it. I don't know. But my idea is maybe to go and finish upgrading the Omnivorous artifact, mainly for the Balloon Evo's sake. Maybe that'll make it to where he can easily eat, where most of the balloons can actually eat a lot of troops and be able to get bigger instead of getting smaller. That's like one thing that makes the Balloon Evo better when it comes to having an Omnivorous artifact. However, it seems like sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't, because not every Evo will do that. Some Evos will, but some won't. So, yeah. Having the merging artifact will be cool because, well, it's my last upgrade for that. Plus, I love the merging artifact, so it works out for me. Anyway, guys, like I said, it'll probably be a few minutes before I actually do a video of the game. So, for the time being, just sit tight. There'll be a video in just a little bit. I'll see you guys in a few minutes for that. Until next time, everyone, I want you guys to be the very best, like no one ever was, and I'll see you guys for the next video. Have one for the rest of your day or night, and I'll see you for the next one. Bye-bye, everyone. Let me go, after before I end this off, let me go and let you know something real quick. I am going to try focusing on different games that I know we can have a lot of fun with. I'll definitely try to focus a little bit more on Snake Rivals, Super Slime Simulator, and if I ain't getting too angry at it, Castle Crush and all that stuff for this session. But I will also try to focus on a bunch of different other games. Let me go and let you know, guys, I could focus on games like Monster Legends and all that stuff, but risking that right now would probably be a very bad idea. So, yeah. I also want to go and real quick let you know that I've been having problems with a certain game on my iPad. That Merge Dragons game that I had on there, not the World Above one, but that other Merge Dragons game that's quite literally called Merge Dragons. The game will not load for some reason on my iPad. I contacted the developers about it, and they said they'll have a fix for it, but it won't be till next week. Here's the thing, the game is working, but only on my tablet. I'll continue working on the game, but it'll probably be, if you see the game again during some of these sessions in the next week, it'll probably be from that. So, yeah. But anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed today's session. Let me go and clean it off. I'll see you guys in a few minutes. Have a wonderful rest of your day or night, and bye bye, everyone.